Hello. It's been a while, but I'm finally back to something about this doesn't seem right. Yeah, I think it's time for a change up. Ah. Yeah. This is more like it. Yes. As I was saying, it's been a long time, but I'm finally back to reviewing. Talking about my feelings via toys and other things. Yes, I am one of those channels, an indie type channel. Yes, I recently got... If you couldn't tell from that intro, before the actual intro, I got a new tripod and a new camera, and, future... You know what, and because I realized that I can't always rely on my phone to do the heavy lifting. And, I want to feel like, feel like this is professional and stuff. But, and yeah, so I got, this year I got a new tripod from Best Buy. It's a Bower, and it is a fantastic thing so far to use. It is much nicer than the dollar store one, and can extend pretty well. And the camera is I was excited to get one, but it is one of those camcorders. But, hopefully it gets the job done. But that's not the matter. We've got some special things to do. And it's especially is because I'm wearing some gloves today, right? And it's for a special occasion, because we're here to celebrate an anniversary of sorts. It's one that is very near and dear to my heart. And if I can... One that I treasure the most since I was a kid. Monster High! What? Well, yes, these are Monster High itty bitties from Hallmark that were released at the time of the 2016 iteration of Monster High. Yes, I am a grown-ass man who owns these, and very much... Yes, I don't really have a doll at the moment yet, but... Yes, Monster High. In case you really weren't aware about this franchise, it is a franchise by Mattel. And that I very only recently got to. And by very only recently, I mean 5 years ago, when the franchise was dead in the water. Or on life support, to say the least. Or unlife support. Yes, and yes, this was and yeah, it was very odd that I kind of... it's very blurry, but... yeah. Monster High was a franchise I got into in 2020, even though it started way back in 2010. Yes, 2020 was the franchise's 10th anniversary, and they were there was basically uncertainty because the franchise was dormant. It didn't really die out, but after a rather ill-thought-through attempt at a G2 that was meant to appeal to younger audiences by stripping away what made it great, yeah, Mattel was at a standstill to try to get the franchise back on track, and I want to say it worked, at least with the dolls. The dolls are pretty good, but the show, the current G3 show and other media, not so much. It's like, I haven't seen any of it, but the closest I got was the Boo Crew music videos and stuff. Yeah. And you're wondering why I've been interested in Monster High. Well, it's because even though it's a doll franchise aimed at girls, it is a very weird, it takes a nice approach. It's a Monster High school featuring sons and daughters of various notable monsters. So, like vampires, the Frankenstein monster, werewolves, ghosts, and other such weird things. And yeah, I've started, I think I was at a point where I own a digital copy of the first Monster High movie, which was a Flash animated thing. And, yeah. I really enjoyed it for its more setting. It's a gothic, horror type setting. Not nearly as scary as it could. They did good. I think G1 Monster High did a good job of very much balancing its horror setting with the usual girly girl stuff. It wasn't too girly, but wasn't too scary. That's the reason my parents complained. Oh, monsters, we can't have young girls playing with dolls based off of monsters. Those are scary. That and a lot of other factors may have caused Mattel to cheapen the looks during the 2016 iteration. At least with the G3 Monster High dolls, they are better in look. And then probably these aren't the best figures for me to showcase, because I do have a love for Monster High, and it got really, I got really into this franchise. Not too into this franchise, because again, I'm not the target demographic, but I do like more. I think it's because I started out with gothic. Oops, that's campus. I started out with gothic things that I started getting into more gothic stuff via my own times at high school. That I would start getting into, taking that knowledge I learned from one of my English classes. This interested me, I slowly started getting into the franchise via DeviantArt. Yes, really, and I started looking up some nice artworks and stuff by other artists, OCs and stuff, and yeah, it's been really and now as of 2020, I've been within keeping my eye on the franchise. Well, not really. I'm more of an informed observer at this point, because I haven't seen any of the G3 stuff, and I don't think I'm missing out much. I do have an interest for the Universal movie, the new Universal movie that's in production, but that's all I can say. So, yeah, Monster High is celebrating its, jump the gun there, but yeah, Monster High is now 15 years old, and it's been on a wild roller coaster, but as long as the quality keeps with the dolls and stuff, I will probably talk about my Monster High collection of sorts in a future video, but that's not why we're here, because these aren't dolls. These are final plus figures based on dolls. Say hello to Frankie Stein and Draculaura. This one will be important later. And yeah, I've been scouring eBay to buy various Monster High related things because I do have an interest in the franchise. I do like the franchise. I do like the setting of the franchise. I've watched like all of the second series. I watched a lot of the webtoon, like the webtoon that was on YouTube, and I do really like the second season. That was basically a continuing story arc, and yeah, but yeah, these are pretty cool. I will talk about them in a future video, but that's not here or there. Because where are the man? Because Mattel, yes, Mattel. They're the makers of Barbie, a franchise that I'm also pretty much a big fan of. Like, not the best. Oh, this camera doesn't have an autofocus. Oh well, but yeah, this is okay. Maybe it's not the best thing to be showing. Yeah. Yeah, I do like Barbie and stuff. It's been one of my biggest. And yeah, I do. Again, I'm a grown adult who is not in the target demographic. But I have had, over the years, I've had collected lots of Barbie related stuff. And eventually, like, mostly the CGI movies and stuff. And a lot of figures, like the one you just saw, that Kinder Surprise toy. Yeah, but eventually I've been getting some dolls. Like this one. This is Terumi. Wave hi, Terumi. You can't see her face. But, yeah. This is Terumi. This came from the 2021 Advent Calendar. This is a very classic Barbie. It has very basic articulation. It can only pose, so yeah. You can... that's all it can do. But it is a very lovely looking Barbie doll. And you wanna know the weird thing about it? If I can get these off. Her legs are made of metal. Well, not really. They're plastic, but look. Look, she doesn't have actually real legs like an actual Barbie. Her legs are fully metal. Like, these must be heavy legs. Like, her entire legs are all made of metal. Yeah. I mean, they meant that to be leggings, of course, but you can't convince me that these legs are... Like, it's all the way to her toes and stuff. Like, these are made like shiny metal. It glitters. Now, why do... And yeah, I've also started collecting some doll. Like, that is not the very first Barbie I've had in a while, because I've also had some other... I've also collected, like, the Wonder Woman Collector's Edition Barbie for Batman v Superman. Probably the best thing that came out of that movie. And of course I got the Barbie doll meant to tie in with the Greta Gerwig movie. Where is that, anyway? Oops! Here she is, in her glorious, dazed pose. Yes, this is the Margot Robbie iteration of Barbie, which... You know, I have some issues with the Barbie movie from Greta Gerwig, but, you know... oh. Hello, Margot. Are you okay? You don't look good. Wave. Oh, that looks sinister. Probably shouldn't. Okay, use your other hand, cause... That's adorable. Yes, I did like the Barbie movie enough to get one of the dolls, and no, specifically this one, because you know the pink gingham dress. You know these girls are besties. That's nice. But now, why do I mention Barbie? Well, I recently got something from Mattel. Come on. Well, I bought this off of Amazon. That may be very neat. That combined both things I'm interested. And this was in something of Mattel's area of play. This year marks, well, from the reign of this year, it's the 80th anniversary of Mattel, and, you know, I'm not sure if they went all out with some stuff, but, you know, they've made some really cool stuff, aside from, like, the Wicked dolls to tie. They've made some really cool stuff, like a Hot Wheels to tie in with Mattel's 80th anniversary. Okay, I didn't do much research. That's all I know. But, you know, they've probably made some cool Barbie dolls and stuff. But there's one thing that caught my interest. They soonly announced it, and it may be one of the most interesting things I've ever seen. Terumi, Margot, it's time you move to meet your new best friend. Hope you like laundry. Well, alright, paisanos. It's time for the main event. Boom! Whoops. That may have saved something. I bought a Monster High Skullector doll. So yeah, one of the things Monster High's been doing is some very good Skullector dolls. And, yeah. And they started with, It, Shining, and those are very good dolls that they made. And they've continued with they've done like an alien themed one, Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Lost Boys, and hopefully they expand to video games. Like, because I want to see like a Luigi's Mansion themed doll. But yes, one of them. They also did a Gremlins 2 doll, but unfortunately I missed out on that. And it costs pennies. A lot of pennies, and that was one doll I really wanted to get, because, you know, I like Looney Tunes back in action, and I like Looney Tunes back in action. Joe Dante did a better job of doing a Looney Tunes movie than Joe Pytka. So, yeah. But one doll caught my eye, and it was a perfect blend. Noticed why I'm... And, as we loosen up and open the casket. Ready? Ooh, what is... Oh! What is this? That looks familiar. Times 2. Say hello to Barbie Frankie Stein. No, really. This is a Barbie. Or is it? This is... Oh. This is a Monster High Skullector doll that crosses Barbie with Frankie Stein. Why Frankie Stein? I don't know. She was the first Monster High character they made. You'd think they do Draculaura, but... But yes, but it's not just any Barbie. It's a merging of Frankie Stein with the original 1958 Barbie. Like, Yes, even though it's a Monster High doll, it has Barbie on it. But you wouldn't know that. And on the back, it has the doll. It says Monster High Skullector Mattel. And this was one doll that I had my eye set on. When they first reveal it, with the scream come true, oh my, I needed to see this. I needed this. And it did go on sale on Amazon, but only in the US. So I had to pay I had to fork over a pretty penny, though not as much pennies, because I had to buy this off the US Amazon site. It wasn't available in Canada. Thankfully they did ship to Canada. But yes, we got this is Frankie Stein cosplaying as Barbie. 59 Barbie, the old school. Anyway, this is the box, and it shows all kinds of the Frankie Barbie in her Barbie glory. Oh man, I wish this camera had an autofocus. This, yeah, it says Barbie, but open up. Open the box, and it's Frankie as 1959's Scream Age fashion model. Oh, I've wanted a Monster High doll ever since getting into the franchise, and I think this may have been the best way to start. Oh, I can't fit this in the camera. Look at how beautiful she is. No autofocus on it. You know what? Yeah. But yes, this is beautiful. Look at the pose, and look at how beautiful she is. Got the ponytail, the bangs and stuff. It's posed well. Oh, and I love how this opens. And let's see the box. For the 48th anniversary of Mattel, we're bringing two of the legendary toy makers. Two of the legendaries. For the 80th anniversary of Mattel, we're bringing two of the legendary toy makers' celebrated dolls together in a monster mashup. Barbie the Icon meets Frankie the Iclawn. Okay, in this Scream Age fashion models sizzles in an electric look. Paying homage to the original 1950 Barbie, Frankie Stein is all stitched up for beach day in her striped swimsuit, lightning bolt sunnies, and hoop earrings. And rest assured, she has an outfit change at the ready to take her from day to fright. After all, every ghoul needs a little black dress in their repertory, and a black gown that glitters like the night side. She's all ready for her solo in the spotlight at the scary soiree in Maliboo, spelled Maliboo. Ooh, this is amazing. Look at that. Well, no time to spare. I've got to get this opened. And, well, at least this doll is easy to open, and yeah, it's very nice. Look at this beauty. Look at her stare, and it's all stitched up. Yeah, and yeah, she's wearing a voltageous version of the swimsuit. And yeah, you can see Scream Age fashion model and all the Barbie designs. Yeah, melting rose. That's gruesome. And yeah, that's her diva dress. And you have the Frankie style. You have the Frankie's name in the Barbie style font, which is the old logo. weirdly enough, the Greta Gerwig movie used one of the other old logos. And yeah, that's the Barbie icon, all monster high up, meant to look like Frankie Stein. A lovely mashup. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of good, cool mashups and stuff. And yeah, like Transformers and Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers. Ooh, that was like... There's a cloth? What is that? But yeah, this doll opens up pretty nicely and stuff. She's posed very well. And it even comes with a doll stand. I've been wanting one of those. The only doll stands I have are ones meant for porcelain dolls. And yeah, here is the certificate. We'll look at that in a moment. But I have to... Well, it may be easy to open up the doll. Now, that comes the hard part of actually getting the doll out. This looks like... This is gonna take a while.
One agonizing unboxing later.
Well, that was the worst few minutes of my life. I'm actually freeing this thing from its package because, for some reason, Mattel didn't intend on people actually posing this doll and taking pictures of it and actually playing with it. Not that I would have had it. But yeah, we got a better look inside. But yeah, that was agonizing. So yeah, we got some nice artwork. We got the Frankie-fied versions of the Barbie artwork. Looking very Ariana Grande like. If only this had an autofocus. Okay. But yeah. It came with a stand. Stand. And this is the first doll stand I have. And here is the doll itself. Oh, it is beautiful. Very beautiful. If they wanted to, they nailed this mashup. Very hard primmed. Look at that. They nailed the rolled up bangs, the iconic ponytail. Yes. Speaking of Ariana Grande, I bet she'd modeled herself. The hair did get a bit damaged in the process, but you know what? Oh my god. Finally get a hold of one of these things. And yeah, this is fantastic. A little bit heavy, back heavy due to the ponytail, but it has like the hoop earrings and stuff. But even as this, this is neat. This is a replica, a legit replica of the. Oh right, no, no focus. But yeah, the genuinely Frankie tag by Mattel is definitely swell. And yeah, you can see that most Monster High dolls have these heel things, and what you see here are these are meant to be Barbie Monster High versions of the Barbie heels and stuff. And yes, I'm keeping the shoes on, and yeah, you have Skullettes as the actual spoke part. That's pretty neat. Hopefully this can stand on its own. You're drunk again, Barbie. Yeah. But of course, doll stand. And yeah, this is my very first. Yeah. And here we go. Oh, look at that. If I can balance. Oh, I got it. Look at that. It can't really fit in the camera, and the camera doesn't have any autofocus. Oh, they really nailed the look. Well, of course, it comes with accessories, like a pair of voltageous sunglasses. I can, yeah. Oh my god, this is generally an amazing moment for both franchises. It's like should I put it on her eyes? Is it? Okay. Even putting on glasses has to take. Is it supposed to go like? Come on. No. Yes, that's still. Got them on. See? As the kind of content you put. And even then, it's still raised. Because apparently I don't think this bulbous head really works well with it. I think I should. No, it's not a hat. Who cares? Look at that. It's kind of like a weird. It kind of looks like a Bratz doll. Which I guess was an inspiration for. Hold up. Look at that. Beautiful. Head to toe. And yeah, the Skullets are 3D. Skullets are the, being the, I guess, the icon of Monster High. Even the Mansters use them. Oh, actually doesn't, like, have a nice dreamlike quality to the zoom and stuff. Yeah, very... she does get a little back heavy with the, because of the hair, and yeah, she stands very nicely. And yeah, I brought tape measure, because she stands, she's a 12-inch, she's an 11-inch, and 11 and a half. She's about, approximately stands about 11 inches. Not that you could see that. And yeah, that's the specs. Got the... Yeah, with the stand at least. She stands very... She's a bit smaller than a Barbie. Like an actual Barbie, but... get you off the stand. But yeah, of course, we have articulation. So her hands move, and has a very nice gummy plastic. We have it swivels. It swivels. Yes, this is the stuff you. Yes, I have the. So does the. It swivels at the elbows, the shoulders, swivels. The head is on a ball joint. As you can see it move. Probably should use my other hand, because you can. Legs bend at the elbow, knee. No leg, no proper ankle articulation, but and there's a swivel at. Look at there. Look at her doing the splits. She can't go any further, but yeah. Look at that. That's the articulate. And look at that. We have earrings. Very nice earrings. Stop getting your hand. And yeah, the doll hair is spectacular. They, of course, really nailed the look of Barbie in the Monster High doll. Why they chose Frankie? Well, of course they chose. And yes, being Frankie Stein, she has 2 different colors of eyes on the side. Blue on her right, green on her left. And yeah, it's very nice. Oh my god, I've been wanting a Monster High doll for a long time. But I just didn't know where to start. And yeah, I'm not removing this tag because that would damage Deonauth. People would think I hold a bootleg. Yeah, and because she's Frankie Stein, she has bolts on the side of her neck. Just like an actual Frankenstein monster. She is live and loving it. Thanks, YouTube. And yeah, I love the post. And she gets a stand that's meant for this. And yeah, it has the monster. Not that you can see it very well because it has the Monster High logo with targets and stars on it. Well, I guess it is. So that helps it better to stand on its own. But not by much because, again, it's weighed back by the top here. Oh, Jesus. Like, I can barely get this to balance. And, yeah. But, of course, she has other accessories. Like I showed you the glasses. She also has an alternate dress that I dropped. She also has an alternate dress with this lovely film age dress with a melting rose. That better be a melting rose, guess. And of course, the best thing to do with a Barbie is to change the dress. The dress comes with 2 fishnet stock net legs, and what say we change her? It also comes with this, which I'm guessing is a handkerchief. Did the original Barbie come with that? I don't know, maybe the super depressed Barbie came with that. What say we change her? And there she is, Miss Scare America. Not kidding, that's where the world of Monster High takes place. It's a weird version of our world where they're scary names. Did I forget to mention the world of Monster High has puns? Some of them clever, some of them not so. Yeah, I got the dress fitted in, and it is very fantastic. This is very nice. And I did nod her head a bit. You'll notice that her voltage choker is a bit loose, and it did come with some scarves that you could put on, but I did not do that because I didn't want to remove the Frankie tag because that's very cool, and I don't. Oh, this is a beautiful black dress. Not that you can. Oh. Again, why hint? I've had problems with this figure standing up, haven't I? But yeah, this looks majestic. Very nice. Race to be. Hopefully, if this isn't part of the next Greta Gerwig Barbie movie, which I hope we get to see soon, which I hope becomes a reality soon, because I want to see that, because I hope they can improve on something. But yeah. My God, this is beautiful. Well, come on. I think there's nothing left now is to... Oh, that's it. It's time to show off the certificate of authentication. And this is it. That's it. This certifies that your Monster High Frankie Stein doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel. I'm surprised that that's what it is, and it shows Monster High Skullector X Barbie, the dream team. Literally, because this is something I've wanted to see, like, ever. Like, I do remember that there was a video, a featurette on one of the second Monster High G2 movies, of which there was only two. It was called Electrified, and it featured a featurette where it featured Monster High dolls hanging out with Barbie dolls, you know, to represent the normies, and it was like, that was kind of neat and stuff. And yeah, but now that we have this Frankie Stein cosplaying Barbie doll, this is fantastic. Oh my god. I can't any Ione's gamut can do this figure justice. Thank you. This was a tough review, but this is something worth every penny I paid for this. My god. And she's back to her usual swimsuit. Yeah, one thing I had to notice that if you want to change clothes, you have to remove the shoes. Come on. But yeah. Oh, this is very beautiful. Frankie Stein as Barbie. But how is she compared to an actual Barbie? Like the one... Like... Margot, show your face! Yeah, you can see that the Monster High doll is a bit shorter and more stylized than an actual Barbie doll. Which is fair enough. They're meant to be teenagers after all. And I probably should have taken this. Oops. Yeah. Take this. Is it? Look at them. Look at... Nope! Jump cut. Jumping of the cuts. I have had it with its, yeah, my bed, it does tend to be a bit lopsided, so yeah, but, yeah, yeah, she does very well compare, I mean, it's not really fair to compare a Monster High doll to a Barbie doll, but they have used some stuff, but, you know, I can see these guys being besties. Oh, and why am I using... There we go. Think they'll have the beasts of days? Who knows? And yes, I am gonna hold them like this because I don't want them falling over. And that be the Frankie Stein Barbie doll. Oh, as less the hell can muster out of it. Oh well, this is fantastic. The quality is very good, even for Monster High dolls. The way it merges Monster High with Barbie, especially the classic Barbie, is very nice. I love the design. I love the nice references to the old Barbie. And if I had to knock it down a few points, it's the way it had to be packaged. And the actual twist ties getting the actual doll out is... And it balancing, though my bed having a bit of a slant probably did it no favors. But yeah, I'm very happy to have spent at least way more pennies than I should have just for this, because I was so interested in it. Will I pick up other future Monster High dolls, especially of those of the Skullector line? Probably not. Well, the answer is it depends. You know, if they do something cool, Like if they, negotiate with Nintendo and give me some Luigi's Mansion dolls, I will be happy. Right, Luigi? You want dolls based off of the Ghost in Luigi's Mansion, right? Come on, Monster High and Luigi's Mansion. That's perfect. We need a crossover for that. But yeah, I think this will be the only Monster High Skullector doll I will ever own. It's fantastic. It replicates the 1959 Barbie very well. And yeah, I am very happy to have paid way more money just to get this. It was worth straddling the line to get this beauty out, but thankfully I will probably display this pretty well at outside of the box. And maybe for giggles, I may put it in this box. Actually, now that I mention it... yeah. I'm so great. I am so great indeed. Anyway, I'm done. Happy New Year, folks.